Hello everybody. I've got a bit of time that I've worked putting this stuff together, and yeah, I think I'm satisfied enough with how much stuff there is, so now I'm going to show it off. Okay, so first I'll start with this side. We got two international versions of the Xenoblade X for Wii U. First we got the Australia Premium Wii U, got amazing amount of space, 32 gigabytes, and on the back we got the really cool like Wii U logo, and here we got the Japanese one. I've still got the Wii U in, so it's really heavy, but yeah, it's just interesting that this one, I don't know, it's vertical instead of horizontal, but yeah. And then we got a bit busted up, but it's still cool. We got Xenoblade X Formula Model Kit. This released in like, I don't know, 2015, and yeah, it's just a cool robot you can make. I'm not, because I'm afraid to bust it up even more, but even like that it's cool. And then just under that I just put all my games there, various miscellaneous thingies, and then we got La Monado. This one isn't official, it's just one I got 3D printed, but one, it does look very cool, and two, I think there is like an official one that was at some like concerts or like game shows, like, I don't know, E3 or something. I've got this really interesting, it's not like merch, but I thought this was really cool. It's like, it's been written on, it's kind of destroyed, but you can see it's a Xenoblade Wii, like kind of stamp or barcode thingy that I guess people used in some fashion. I don't know, it's really weird, but I like it. Next, we've got, these are really cool. These are Smash 4 My Nintendo posters. Like, the main reason I got these was because of this shulk, but there are in fact more of these. Like, this one is for Bowser Jr. There's this one, it's for Duck Hunt, but obviously I don't really care about Duck Hunt that much, so that's cool. Yeah, next we got this Xenoblade 1, like really cool looking, it's a bit hard to unroll, but Xenoblade 1 really cool looking Shulk and Dumbbound poster at the Mechonis, not bad. Then we got this Xenoblade 3, available 29th July, Australia advertisement. I didn't actually remember where I got this, but that is cool. And they're all just rolling back up, so that's fine. And here's a really interesting one, Xenoblade only for new 3DS. I think this was like a New York shop release thing, and the texture of this paper is really nice. Launch exclusive Nintendo World at New York. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Next, I've got a triple set for Xenoblade 2. I think they're always like My Nintendo stuff for Japan. But we got this one with this cover art. This one, this really cool Mithra alternate cover with the dusk or whatever. And then we got this normal box art of everybody running, and it's got all the prices and release dates. And I think last out of the posters is one of my favorites, and that's, I think, these Takahashi signed Xenoblade 1 shots. So we got the box art, that's nice. And then we got, I'm trying to be as careful as possible, but whatever. And we got this really nice artwork of the establishing shot of the game. And finally, this is the same art as that 3DS advertisement, but instead it's just really big and it's still like high quality. So I guess they shrunk down the art for the 3DS version, but yeah, you can see these ones have the Takahashi signature in the corner. Next I got these cool A3, I don't know what material you call them, but these are Japanese, obviously, My Nintendo, I think, things. And each character got like their cool symbol. If got Monado, Jin got Torna symbol. I think, yeah, this Torna symbol. And I'll just go through them and you can see the stuff. But one thing, I'm pretty sure I do not actually have all of them, because I don't know, yeah, they're just really hard to get, and yeah, like going, I don't know, being able to get all of these like so long after they released, like this many in of itself was very difficult. But oh, I guess I got 2 pre-orders then. Well, that's cool. And yeah, just got the last goat. I'll move on to the top here, starting with this really nice Xenoblade 2 acrylic board. These are slightly expensive these days. I'll just put it as that, and that's that. But next is a really nice Xenoblade 3 Mio tapestry. And this is only for gamers, and it's, I would say not for sale, but it might have just been for sale. And yeah, you put this on your wall, or whatever you wanna do with whatever tapestries are used for. That's pretty nice. Next, this is the European Xenoblade 2 Collector's Edition. Like, obviously the most noticeable thing is the really cool gold and red, like, different sides to it, which I don't think any other region has. And yeah, all these collector's editions released when the game's released. In this European one, they say they include this steelbook, which is pretty common out of these ones, the game, which is obviously common, the completed collected works, which is in all the other collector's editions, and this sound selection CD, which is the unique thing about this region one. Like, other regions, they have a CD, but none are exactly the same, like, as this cover art or this art on the CD itself. Next, we've got only for new Nintendo 3DS, Xenoblade 3D. Okay, I lied, it wasn't just a Xenoblade 3D ad, but this is a very cool art that I don't see very much. Next, actually I lied. We'll show the goat right now. By boy, me Rex Supremacy. This is probably the best thing here, obviously. Next! Oh, this is hard to get out. I'm a bit destroyed. I'll have to fix this up later. But this is like one of the coolest things here. It's a Xenoblade 3 Korean long mouse pad. You can use this for all your mouse padding gaming needs. But yeah, I think it's exclusive to Korea, which is really annoying when they only release these things in one region. This is the first of a many figures. She has a bit different name in Japanese. Amelia Ancient 1/7 scale figure. These things came out gradually, I think, just over time. But yeah, there's one of them for Xenoblade 1 for good smile content. Next, we got the Siren model kit. Like this, similar to that Formula model kit earlier, but just a lot bigger, I guess. Maybe they thought more people would buy it, and I think, yeah, that is correct. But I haven't built it as well because I'm scared of this many like moving parts. It is very intimidating. Okay. This is like a bundle of, I think it was Polish or somewhere in Europe that included all this stuff. So we've got Xenoblade 3 letters, Xenoblade 3 stickers, Xenoblade 3 poster, and that's about it. And then finally for the top row, like there's a nice Mother 2 thing. But we got these two Xenoblade collector's editions for Australia and for Europe. The only difference, obviously there's the big size, but there's a reason for that big size difference, is because similar to earlier with that Europeans thing, these got the same steelbook, same game card, basically the same art book, but this Australian one has a sound selection CD that looks like this, and this European one has a poster for the Future Connected thing, a music download code, and a freaking vinyl music selection. That is like insane that they included that, and it looks really cool. But yeah, those are the differences between those. Here, I'm starting with the first of these box areas. We got my Xenoblade 1 OG area. So we got a really cool Club Nintendo like Operation Rainfall thing with cool coins. I'll just show the Xenoblade 1, but here we go. We got a coin. It's got the Buster kanji on one side and the Xenoblade logo on the other side. It's really cool. We've got others for the last story in Pandora's Tower. But yeah. Next, the Xenoblade special soundtrack. Take notice of there being a space between the two words. But yeah, this special soundtrack, this includes, let's see, yeah, just 12 songs, which is interesting because this special soundtrack has 12 songs, but this original soundtrack features every single song in the game, I'm fairly sure. It's got, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 discs, each of which have, it's fallen out, but each of which have about 15 to 20 songs on them, which is really cool. Got the multiple discs for multiple thingies, but yeah. Kozak's disc, pretty fragile. Okay. Now we got, I think this is an OG, like European, maybe / Australian Xenoblade 1 like box set. It's got like an exclusive red classic controller included. All these West European languages, which obviously makes sense. But includes the game itself, instruction booklet which is with the game itself, and then I think, yeah, just the classic controller pro, but comes in a really cool box. That's not bad. Next, I don't really know anything about this, but there was for Japan like a promotion where they just put like a Japanese actor, I think it is, and just like Fiora's clothes, but I think it's a bookmark or something, which is nice, I suppose. Here are just some various OG Xenoblade 1 advertisements. Like, I think this one's from Germany, and this one is from somewhere else, but they're cool, I guess. And here we have all my copies of the game. Got this, I think it's France exclusive Wii Steelbook. I've never seen like Wii Steelbooks, but this one looks really nice. Got here this Australian copy of the game, and this is where what I said to take earlier, where that comes into, because special soundtrack disc included, and you've got different logo. But oh my god, what is that? Soundtrack with no space in between it. That's a reason for me to buy this, I will say. Yeah, in the European versions of the game, they have a really cool alternate cover that you could use. And apparently there were like 3 of these that they released, but this is just one of them. I don't think I have others. Maybe I do, I don't know. Another European one. We got 2 Japanese ones. Next, I've got the Xenoblade 1 box area, but this is for Definitive Edition. So I've got all my copies of Definitive Edition, like here, custom future connected, it's not like official. Got, I think this is the American collector's set. Just take my word for it that this is like the least unique version of it, and there's not like any special things from what I said on all the above ones. Like here we got some Xenoblade Definitive Edition, like different Monado covers, and these are like really cool. I'll show you as an example. I opened a different one. They look like this, and this is what their like packaging looks like. They're packaged individually, which is definitely a Japan moment. Here we got a panorama. This is really cool. I haven't opened it, but it is a panorama of Future Connected. We got all these different like acrylic key holders. These all released for Definitive Edition. I've got this Definitive Edition lanyard, which I'm pretty sure is like a rare thing, but I do not know. It just has like lots of Monados on it. And then we got some different region. You can take a look, see if you have any of these official, like, I think this is China, Taiwan, this is Korea, this is Japan / America, this is Australia, and this is Europe, I think, yes. And so just check if you have any of those. And then we got Melia cloth there. Here we got my Xenoblade 2 section. This like the layman's Xenoblade 2 section. Just a little lot of fan stuff. Got a little tiny Xenoblade 2 game cart with, you can put the game in here, I guess, if you want. That's nice. This is the previously mentioned European CD set. I got 3 versions of the Xenoblade 2 Type C original soundtrack, which is, I think, 5 discs, and it's got like all the music of the game on it. Here we've got like a cool Xenoblade 2, like all the different covers. This is a printable Torna alternate cover. It's all really cool. And this collector's edition. But the standout thing of these are these really nice Xenoblade 2 acrylic, like, I think, yeah, they're like files, so you can open them up and put stuff in. I don't know, Japan like loves these types of things. But yeah, it's really nice. Here we've got, this is the Xenoblade 2 section, but for true gamers. Like, here's just more of these like cool acrylic file thingy-mabobbies. But here's where we get to the real nice stuff. Like, this is a Xenoblade 2 postcard that released at certain areas. Like, I don't know how to get any more of these, but it was very cool. This is like a Korean Xenoblade 2 keychain. I've never seen like another one like this, but it is cool. That's like the driving point of this. We've got, I think, what's this? This is another postcard. Got Poppy and Tora on it. It's pretty good. And this is the Australian Collector's Edition CD. Like, usually the CDs are the only different thing about it, but this is the Australian one CD. It's got nice selection. We've got a Korean exclusive Xenoblade 2 like game holder. I put 2 of my Xenoblade 2s in here, but yeah, this is a really interesting, like, it's got its own unique backbone thingy. Next, this is like one of the most hardest thingy-mabobbies to get. It's a Pyra New Year card. I think only like 2019, only like 300 were released. It was a bit hard to get this. I'll say that to say the least. So I keep it on a little cardboard thing, so it's like really safe. Next, we got the Type B soundtrack. If you saw earlier, these 3 were Type C soundtracks. This is the Type B soundtrack. Like, it's got a really unique cover. It includes like sheet music for Xenoblade 2. It includes like the developers' like thoughts on all the various stuff in the form of like book, like a little booky thingy. We've got signatures from all the members and bookmark for this too. It's pretty cool. And here are the actual like CDs themselves. Like, but the difference between these CDs and these 5 CDs is that there are, I think this is a 6th CD here, which just includes like sound effects. So it's not really necessary to get it, but I guess if you like sound effects. And just dump this here for now. But here is also one of the very most harderest things to get, which is the Type A soundtrack, which is USB soundtrack. I kind of keep this one sealed, just to keep it like as safe as humanly possible. But take my word for it that there's like a cool USB in here, and it says it like they got serialized numbers, and this one has like, it has a 69 on it, so I'm like, oh, that's the funny number. But yeah, there's the USB. Alright, here's the Xenoblade 1 section, but for 3DS. Not that much stuff that I didn't talk about earlier. Just same stickers, same everything. But we got new 3DS exclusive. Oh, this was included in the new 3DS set. I think it's only in Europe, which is really cool. Like, you got black new 3DS with cover plates, you got the download code, and you got a copy of the game in it. So that's really nice. You got these like nice pictures of Shulk and Ricky there. But in this section itself, I've got the game is actually in different colours, which is nice. Xenoblade 3D Europe, it's black. Xenoblade 3D Australia, it's got white box, but with black like text. And Xenoblade 3D in Japan, it's pure like white box. So that's cool. Got Australia exclusive Xenoblade Definitive Edition thingies. These like fold out to become bigger pictures, but yeah, they're pretty cool. I think this is JB Hi-Fi exclusive. Next, we got just various Shulk amiibos. And I think, oh, this is like the German Xenoblade ad. But here we got the Shulk amiibos, and finally this Xenoblade 3D new 3DS cover plates. Like, these look really clean, and you can put those on top of your 3DS to make it like customized. And yeah, I might show off, I've got a separate set, but yeah, I'll show that off later. Next we got Xenoblade 3 section. There's a lot of like the same stuff here. You just got a lot of these acrylic stands that released over time with all the party members, like you can see those. But we got some special stuff, like this released with the release of the game. It's like a little plastic stand thing, that's cool. We got, I think, some more Taiwan stuff, like a cheap Xenoblade 3 like a bag with me on it. That's cool, I guess. And I think this is another Taiwan thing where you got a handkerchief for Xenoblade 3. Oh no, wait, no, it's not a handkerchief. I think it's you can polish your glasses with them. So that's cool, I guess. And to complete the trifecta of Taiwan stuff, you got, I think it's a little Xenoblade 3 pencil case, which is le epic. You got some My Nintendo stuff. You got a sticker sheet with all the little heroes on it. And you've got a diary, has some symbols in it, but after it's just obviously normal paper. But it's got on the front and the back, it's got Mio's diary aesthetic on it. After that, you just got like a Japanese download code for the game, which is nice. I think this is for the DLC expansion pass. You've got panorama, and you've got various different versions of like acrylics that have released from different companies. I don't remember what companies exactly, but yeah, these are separate ones. Like, I think this is Korean, and these two are Japanese companies. But yeah. Here we've got just more Xenoblade 3 stuff. It's not like special like Xenoblade 2. We've got some more cool stuff. Got the steelbook with the collector's edition. That came a while ago. Got a badge set. More Japanese stuff. That's cool. I think this is like a Chinese like wooden stand thing, which is cool, I guess. We got my copies of the game, but these are, I think, American alternate covers for the game. If you feel like putting alternate covers of the game on your various copies of Xenoblade 3, of which I have many. So I don't really have a preferred one, but they all look just nice. This is a UK, I think, notebook type of thing. I don't know, just imagine pulling up to class with your Xenoblade 3 like maths book. That would be epic, I will not lie. Got another Korean mousepad, but this Korean mousepad is not a long mousepad, it's just a normal Xenoblade 3 length Korean mousepad. That's pretty cool. And got some stickers, of which I talked about earlier. And this is my Xenoblade X section. There's not that much that released for this game. Like, there's a Target reservation card. There's various versions, like different covers for the game. The Japanese one got black, the Australian one got blue, American one got white. It's all kind of cool. But here we got, what is this again? Pass case. I don't really know what it is, but it looks nice. We got the USB that completely destroys your computer. So I'm not going to put it in my computer, but I mean, you can if you want. It's your choice. Like, got the Australian limited edition set. Includes various things. Got posters. I don't have a poster anymore. I've got the original soundtrack of the game. I'm not sure if this is official, because it does look a bit faded, but this operation manual for the game, like, I've got this microfiber cloth for Xenoblade X, pretty cool. I think this came with the collector's edition guide in the UK, I think. And here we've got the limited edition, but for America. Like, this is the Australia limited edition, this is the America one. It's It's got a different cover. I've got the Steelbook, and then lastly, I've got cool Xenoblade X. I think the English voice actor for Elma signed this. I don't know where she did, but she did, probably. Unless it's fake, and that means I would be sad. I'll put these 4 boxes together. Like, I showed off this 3D set already, but got the Cosmos box, got the Mythra box figure, got the Neon box figure that just released, that's pretty cool. We got the Pyro box figure that just released. Like, them by themselves, they look pretty nice. And yeah, I've got various things like in the same areas. Like, these are the Wave 2 acrylics that came out after these Wave 1 acrylics. That's cool, I guess. I've got another Xenoblade 2 Collector's Edition hiding inside there. I've got signed artwork by the voice actor of Noah, and he did the cool S. So I approve of his sense of what is cool. And then here we just got loads and loads of different like Japanese things that feature Xenoblade on. I might make a separate thing in the future that just goes over all these, because it would take ages to do it. But just for example, I've got a thing by the mech designer of Xenoblade X. So he's just like, this is just general stuff of his work. But let me see if I can find it. No, it's a bit difficult because he's done so much stuff. Maybe it was earlier in the book, but yeah, he's got some Xenoblade X work in here. I've got, and then I'll just show these off. This was the Polish thing I showed off earlier. It's another one of those. And here's 20th anniversary of Cosmos, which shows lots of versions of Cosmos from Xenosaga. But at the back, oh my god, it's a Nopon! That means it's Xenoblade, which means I have to have it. I mean, I would have just got it anyway, but that's cool. So yeah, got these 4 figures, and that's cool. Here is my like general monolith soft one. So we've got all the old stuff, like they worked on a Dragon Ball DS game. It's a bit hard to see, but I don't know, whatever. We got the Metallic Museum, Monado and Lucky 7. We've got an excerpt from like a magazine that shows like the whole Xenoblade series. We've got, I think, more of these Poland postcards, and then we've got the Japanese Definitive Edition Collector's Edition, and here are all, I'll actually take them out. Got all of the old games here. So I'll go from newest to oldest. Project Cross Zone 2. It's got your favorites like Majima and Kiryu and Kazuya Mishima. But I bought it specifically because they got Fiora and I think Cosmos in it, yeah. But the original Project Cross Zone, I do not think it has the Xenoblade stuff though. But I mean, got Dante, he's kind of cool, I guess. We got Disaster Day of Crisis. I think they were working on it while they made Xenoblade 1. So that's cool. I still haven't played it, but I mean, it's alright. Seems alright, I guess. Got Soma Bringer. I think this is a Japanese exclusive DS thingamabobby they made. I'll probably play eventually. See if my Japanese ever gets good enough to like do it, to play it. We got another Japanese exclusive, Xenosaga 1+2. Apparently Xenosaga like episode 2 or whatever didn't have as much input from the like director of the original, so for some like the DS remake that has like a entirely different look to it is more faithful, I suppose, to the vision. But here are the actual like OG Xenosaga games. You got episode 1, episode 2 and episode 3. Like, those are pretty good. I'll play this eventually. We got the GOAT, Xenosaga Freaks. I think this is Japanese exclusive. I think it released in between 1 and 2. But yeah, that's cool. I think it's like a visual novel. Now this is what I'm playing through right now. Xenogears, PlayStation 1. It's pretty deep. You must have a high IQ to understand it. And yeah, that's about it for that Monolith Soft area. Here we got my entire area for the Sanic stuff, which is like, it's got some cool stuff, I guess. So nearly done. We've got most of the like art books and official guides for the series. I think this is like US GameStop. It's got nice art. It's got go through it. It's not like big at all. The pages are pretty thick and the book itself is like small. But yeah, it's nice. We've got the Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3 collected artwork book. I've got like loads of these because they all come in each collector's edition for the game. We've got the Xenoblade X official guide. They have so much information, like it's not funny. We've got the Xenoblade 3 official guide. It's actually smaller than the X one, but it has all the same type of info. We've got the Xenoblade Definitive Edition guide. It includes like Future Connected. It's got all that. The Xenoblade 2 official guide. All the same type of info. You get the idea. And then we have 3 different Xenoblade Wii guides. I think this is the most common one. This one for the Wii. But then you have this one for the Wii that's, I think, a bit less common. These pages look a bit more colourful, so I guess that's nice. And oh, actually no, this one is for both the Wii and new 3DS because it's the version that came out when the new 3DS version released, but it's essentially the exact same as the Wii version, so I guess that's why they advertised it like that. Here you got the non-Japanese Xenoblade X guide, and this is like a bit, I would say probably less like purely informational than the Japanese version, but there's still like loads of information. And this one is cool because it's a hard cover, not soft cover like Japanese version. We've got Xenoblade X official art book, Art of Mirrors Japanese stuff, Xenoblade 2 Japanese art book, All Rest Record. I could include Torna stuff, not bad. And then we have the Japanese Xenoblade Monado archives. This is, I think it's still pretty common actually. They must have reprinted it at some point. But yeah, they've got some cool stuff like storyboarding and whatever. I think in this bookmark or whatever, they include the steps to make a plush Ricky. I really want to do this one day. Maybe just go across step 1, making the parts for him, going through, and you finish up with my goat. Now there is no such thing like that in this French Monado archives, but I'm pretty sure this French Monado archives is kind of rare. Like, I think only 1,000 were made or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, but it's got all the same content. We got the final section, and I think this might be the rarest overall. Let me get. Got like okay. There's been a few things throughout that I haven't mentioned. Like there's these magazine things like for future redeemed, but it takes like this might be for a separate video because it takes way too long to get all of that stuff. Like there's I don't know. There's this Japanese like future connected poster. Like I've got quite a bit more stuff, but this is the most important. So here we have the Xenoblade 3 like raffle thingy, I think, and only like 10 people got this stuff, but I managed to find it. We've got the like official water bottles with renders of Riku on it and Manana. We got this pretty cool. And they're pretty high quality water bottles, but I don't think I want to use them. We've got the bag, the Xenoblade 3 bag here. Comes with a stand. Like it's just a nice little tiny bag. That's cool. We've got this, I think the postcard set, and it's a separate like look for postcards than these previous Xenoblade 3 postcards that came out, which is interesting, I guess. But ew, dead spider, ew. But here is the big daddy of the whole thing. So you've maybe been seeing this Xenoblade 3 like fabric poster the whole time. It's pretty cool, I guess. Like, you know, it's just a really cool fabric poster. It's really big, but underneath that, damn, nice. We've got this metal. I think it was like they called it a sublimination board, something like that. And yeah, it's got like really cool photos of all the dudes on it, and it looks really clean and it's really big. That's about it for everything. I've kind of messed it up. Have to put it back later, but yeah, this is what I assume is one of the biggest like sets of the series. And yeah, if there's enough demand, I'll show off some like all the little minutia that I didn't before, including like all these magazines, some additional posters that I probably didn't take enough, like as much interest in describing. Wait, just stay right there. Keep looking. I'm good. I did keep my promise. Here is how the 3DS looks like with the plates on it. I have another one as well, but this was the only one I could find, and it looks kind of nasty, I will not lie. But yeah, that's about it. Got the Xenoblade set here, and yes, I will see you next time.